Okay, the Rick Santorum event has just finished, and I am talking to I noticed this lady, and you might see him in some of the videos, carrying a doll, and apparently you're a doll maker. What's your name, ma'am?
Nancy Sharon from Nashua, New Hampshire.
Now, do you make dolls for a living, or?
No, I make dolls and I sell them, but whenever I hear of a special needs child, or I read something in the paper, I make a doll specifically for that little girl. I try to make the same hair color, the same eye color, and I pick a theme, and for little Bella, I did red, white, and blue, and it had little hearts on it because I know that she's Rick's sweetheart, and I did the same color hair and the color eyes that she has, and I pray that she will really be blessed by this little doll, because we're blessed by Bella. She's so special.
Now, how long does it take to make a doll like that?
I never really timed it, because I make them from scratch. I make the whole doll, and I draw the faces, I do the clothes, so it can take anywhere from 8 to 16 hours per doll.
Now, was your president at this event about giving the doll, or are you a Santorum supporter? I noticed you have a sign, a lawn sign. Now, did you just decide on Santorum recently, or have you been supporting him for a bit?
About 3 weeks ago, I decided, started reading up, and I went into his website, and when I did go in to investigate his values and what he stood for, I didn't even know at the time that he was a Catholic. I wasn't even looking for that in any candidate, but it was a pleasant surprise to me, because I am a Catholic. But one of the biggest reasons is that he supports life, and there are so many little lives being lost to abortion. We don't have human beings. What do we have?
Well, you can't have a future unless you have people to fill it with.
That's right.
Final question. I noticed today a lot of the press and a lot of the people, I've seen college kids from out of state show up to try and hit them a lot with social issues. Today, maybe it's because it's a Monday morning and kids are either at their schools now back in college, but the questions were more of a manufacturing and economy nature.
Right.
What do you think of that side of his platform?
I think it's wonderful, just what he told us about what his plans are. I just think they're fabulous, but I want to go in to get more of the details, but I believe that he's on the right track. And I've heard my Democratic friends say that they have never voted Republican. Well, you know what I want to tell them? I want to tell them to get with the program. And for all my independent friends, if you vote for President Obama, you have become dependent. You become dependent on the government to take care of you and not use your God-given talents. So my independent voters who have become dependent on the government, they have to get with the program too.
Now, is there a website where people can buy your dolls?
No, there is not.
Is there a store in Nashua, or do you just make them out of your house?
No, I just make them out of my house. I don't want to be a business per se, because I'm only one person, and it takes so long, and each one is an individual creation. In fact, when I gave the doll to Mrs. Santorum, she just had like 5 seconds, and I said, "This is the Bella. I made it for her. Thank you," she said, and she said, "It looks just like her." And that's happened. A lot of the dolls take on their own character, and that's happened many times, and that gives me great joy.
All right, well, thank you very much for your time, and especially on this very cold day.
Yes, thank you.